Hi everyone. So in this video, I will be talking about the TCS layoffs. Okay, will it will it affect your onboarding, your results as a fresher? I will also talk about that, and we will talk about some practical things around it. And first of all, if you guys already know, today it is a very hot news that everybody I think by now knows that TCS likely to lay off around 12,000 employees in financial year 26 amid tax shift and restructuring. So TCS today announced the layoff of 12,000 employees. We will be discussing about that, but if it will affect your hirings for fresher hirings, that is the main point which I want to discuss. Okay, so if you guys can see here, so the total employee count is around 6.1 lakhs. Okay, and employees as of June 2025 will implement the layoffs across various domains and geographies. Okay, most of those impacted are expected at the middle and senior levels. Reports suggest that the decision not being driven to cost cutting and automation, but rather than due to challenges in redeploying talent through current roles no longer align with the company involving skill requirements. This is the one of the most important part, because if you guys are thinking it will not affect you, it will affect you 100%, not only 100%, 200%. Okay, because suppose you have a lot of excitement to join TCS as fresher, but now we already knows that if you are thinking this policy will not affect freshers joining, onboarding and results, definitely it will affect. How? If you guys already know, by 15th by 15th of July, TCS already implemented a new policy in which you cannot be on the bench for more than 45 days. Okay, so this policy they have already implemented, right? First, this policy was not there. Okay, this policy was not there. This policy is not only for seniors, this policy is for freshers as well. Okay, and now what is the main thing? TCS, okay, TCS already, TCS is a very old company. Okay, they are hiring from a long time, but only this year they are changing so many things. What is the reason? If you will look closely, for all the other companies apart from TCS, the profit margin is growing. For TCS, the profit margin is not growing. Now they are trying to strict on the employees. They are implementing the hard policies, they are implementing the strict policies. And if you guys are thinking that you are safe from these things, no, definitely not. So the best part for the TCS, if we will talk about until last year, was the policies of TCS. Okay, we say that TCS is very secure company. TCS does not lay off the employees, the work policy is good. Okay, these kind of things we talk about TCS. Also, it is like government job, total security. But now TCS is changing all the policies they are changing. Also, obviously it is not good. And currently the news which are you are seeing, they clearly mentioned that 12k thousand employees restructuring. Okay, restructuring, no problem, no problem with the automation. Okay, and kahin na kahin, this is the thing which is concerning, because they are directly going to remove these employees. And as a fresher, if you are joining the company, what is the main challenge? The main challenge is first 1 to 2 years. Okay, 1 to 2 years are the main challenge, because TCS implemented that 45 days policies for all, right? The 45 days policy for all. And if you guys know someone who currently working in the company, or I myself worked in the company, 45 days period for bench is very less, especially for a fresher or or for a candidate who is in the initial stage. And this layoff is definitely associated with these things, because what they said is whatever their skill set is, we cannot match the projects. Okay, we cannot match the projects with the skills. This is the basic reason which TCS told, that they do not have the projects and they have the experienced employees. That's why they are doing the layoff. But this is also directly connected with freshers, definitely. Because if there will be no project, suppose in future also, so what can they do is definitely they can delay your onboardings. Okay, this is the first effect. Okay, this is the first effect, because the same thing we have seen with Accenture. So Accenture in year of 2023 onboarded candidates very very like early, but if we talk about last year, still the candidates are waiting for the onboardings. And what is the reason? Last year Accenture did the layoff, and now the candidates do not have any kind of अता पता कि उनकी onboarding कब आएगी. Okay, this can be the same condition. This can affect your onboardings. Okay, onboardings definitely they can affect, because अगर lack of project की वजह से ये सब हो रहा है, because the lack of projects, these things are happening, definitely it will affect the freshers also. Okay, it will affect the freshers also. They are not doing the layoff of the freshers. Definitely this is true. At least if you have 3 to 4 years of experience, then it is a early career phase. Okay, they are definitely not doing the layoffs, but onboardings can be delayed. Onboardings can be delayed. Result can be delayed, because obviously each and every company onboards the candidates when they have projects, when they have the business requirements. We always say if the company has the business requirement, they will onboard the freshers, right? Sorry, candidates. Okay, they still if you guys know, 600 lateral hires are also waiting for the onboarding. Okay, so what is ongoing with TCS? Definitely these signs are not good. If you are from 2025 batch, definitely you are very very unlucky, because this thing is happening with TCS. I have never seen this kind of thing in previous 5 to 6 years. Even in COVID times, TCS did not change any kind of policy. Each and every employee who was even working in some different company, they were saying the policies of TCS are best, because of the lack of the projects. Companies do not have as much many projects, but TCS is not removing any company. They are not doing the layoff, but now they are changing on the all the policies, and this layoff is definitely gonna affect the onboardings of the candidates, because they are already creating the problems and mess with the experienced people. Okay, so obviously the condition is not so much good. It will not directly affect the freshers, because they are not doing the layoff for fresher, but definitely it will affect the onboardings. And this I would say a very good lesson for all of you, that do not depend on TCS much. Okay, don't depend on TCS much. Please look for other opportunities as well. You got the selection, that is very very good. You got the some profile, that is very very good. But do not rely 100% on TCS until you got joining. Keep applying to other companies, keep upgrading your skill set. Thank you so much for watching.